Shri gurucharitra, Chapter 18. Shri Gurudeva Tatta Parabrahmane Namaha. Removal of cowpeas creeper at poor Brahmin's place, treasure jar blessed. Even though Shri Narsingh Saraswati Guruji lived in isolation at Bilawadi, his glory was acknowledged everywhere. Somehow, everyone came to know about his greatness. With a view to be away from the worldly minded and selfish disciples, Shri Guruji left the place of Audumbarri of Bilawadi village and arrived at Varuna Sangam Tirtha of rivers Krishna Ganga confluence, which is considered as Dakshin Kashi. On the way, he graced several of his devotees. From there, he arrived at Narsobawadi, a famous holy place of Panchaganga confluence. It is more meritorious than the Kashi Kshetra to get liberated from the mundane world. It is also equivalent to celebrated places like Prayag and Manas. As several holy places were located in Panchaganga confluence, Sri Guruji deemed it fit for his stay. One can earn more religious merit at the confluence of Panchaganga as compared to what he earns at sacred Kurukshetra. As Sri Guruji stayed at that place for 12 years, 1427 to 1439, later that place was known as Narsobawadi, Nirsevadi. This sacred place has become renowned as there is the confluence of 5 rivers, namely Shiva, Bhadra, Bhagavati, Kumbha and Saraswati. This confluence of 5 sacred rivers has earned celebrity status right from the epic period. Here at Krishna river the Panchaganga congregates. The most sacred well-known Shakti Tirtha also flows in an invisible form. That means there at this place is congregation of 7 rivers, that is rivers Krishna, Veni and the other 5 rivers mentioned above. To remain aloof from the ignorant worldly people who also seek material gains, the Guruji stayed beneath the Audumbar tree secretly. However, after some time, Shri Guruji felt that he should appear before the public so that he can promote the welfare of the masses. He also had a thought in his mind that the glory of that holy places should be made known to more people by and large. During his stay at Narsobawadi, Shri Guruji used to visit a nearby village known by name Amrapur for accepting alms during midday. At Amrapur, there lived a well-cultured, noble and learned Brahmin along with his chaste wife who lived on alms-seeking occupation. He was strictly adhering to the life of religious mendicant and pursuing the path of disinterested action. Whatever he used to earn by the grace of God, he considered it to be the God's prasad and was leading a happy and blissful life by observing Panchayagna rituals without fail. That Brahman had a creeper in his house which was yielding abundant cowpeas. He used to prepare dishes out of those cowpeas whenever he failed to procure alms from the people and lead a contented life after consuming it. Once Guruji, in order to grace that couple, arrived at their home in the pretext of seeking alms from them. The couple was delighted to meet him. The Brahmin couple received Shri Narsingh Saraswati Guruji intimately, who was in the guise of a beggar, and worshipped him devotedly. That day the household Brahmin could not procure any food as alms. Hence he had nothing to offer to the guest in the form of alms as food. He collected some cowpeas which he grew in his own home and treating it to be food offered the same in alms. Shri Guruji was delighted by the hospitality of that poor Brahmin couple. Strange is the behavior of great souls. With a view to grace the Brahmin while returning to his place, Sangam, Shri Guruji removed the creeper of cowpeas which he grew from the root itself and threw away. The wife and children of that Brahmin who were a witness to that untoward act grieved a lot constantly. They, while blaming that alms-seeking guest, started grieving, crying. They abused that they served the guest who arrived to their place to the best of their ability without bothering him much. They accused him for depriving them of their daily bread. The housewife mistook him to be an ordinary guest. They castigated themselves for their destiny and considered that they were the most unfortunate ones in the world. However, her husband, who was matured enough, did not grieve. He believed that the one who had come as a guest was a sage, next only to God. Addressing his wife, he said, "Hey, dear one, whatever is to happen will happen according to the divine will. What is written in our destiny will only happen. We, the ignorant ones, fail to comprehend the future happenings due to our blurred vision. Whatever has happened is for our good only. Do not attack flaws by condemning the venerable Shri Guruji. Presume that from today onwards our poverty has vanquished and our welfare is promoted. God always confers us what we really deserve only to elevate us from this mundane world. There is no doubt that the sage who had visited us is a great soul." Thus he consoled his wife. Later, the Brahmin dumped the creeper which was removed by the reverential Guruji into the river and then started digging the earth to take out the remnant portion of that creeper, if any. After digging, much to his surprise, he discovered copper pots filled with gold coins below that pond. Jubilant, he lifted them and showed them to his wife. He accepted those pots as gifts from Guruji. He told her thus, "My dear, only by sheer grace of that sage we have been gifted with this treasure today. Having come in the guise of an alms seeker and after accepting our alms, he has relieved us from poverty." Then his wife repented for unnecessarily abusing Shri Guruji. She prayed in her mind to Shri Guruji to pardon her offense. Together they went to Sangam and saluted Shri Guruji's feet. That noble Brahmin sought Shri Guruji's pardon for his wife's rebukes. They also informed Guruji about the golden jars which they procured from the pond. Then Shri Guruji, referring to that Brahmin, said, "O Brahmin, you shall keep the matter relating to the jars found secret. Otherwise, the goddess of wealth, Lakshmi, will disappear from your home. I have graced you with that jar just to eliminate your poverty, which is full of gold. You would henceforth lead a happy long life along with your kith and kin." Thus saying, Shri Guruji blessed him. By the grace of Shri Guruji, that poor Brahmin was freed from poverty. Subsequently, he attained prosperity in his life. Therefore, all wise people should take refuge under the feet of Guru, assuming that he is everything and adore him single-minded. He Namadharaka, devotion to Guru is the highest fortune which one can possess. There shall not be any deficiency in the life of a person who indulges in the worship to Guru and his remembrance. Thus spoke the sage Siddha about the greatness and glorious deeds of Guru. Here ends the 18th chapter in the most auspicious Shri Gurucharitra. Shri Gurudev Datta, Shri Guru Dattatreya Arpanamastu.